Topic: Comparative analysis of suggestive criteria required for repair essentials. Produced by Black Bottom James at BKK Productions. Please subscribe and be prepared to be amazed and astonished. Introduction. This is a comparative analysis of 2 or more YouTube channels dedicated to repairing vehicles, equipment, home appliances, and electronic applications. Both use different techniques in creating a viewer distribution, providing incentives for viewers to watch these channels by providing expertise, realism, and commentary supporting their workmanship. One channel is made in the USA, while the other channel is distributed and made in Vietnam. The US channel only has a male in the role of mechanic, with others based in Vietnam are only women. While the individual displaying his skills has expert knowledge in internal combustion engines manufactured between 1929 through 1989 demonstrated thorough knowledge and skills used in every episode, the women in Vietnam has adequate knowledge and skills. They use different demonstration techniques in the repair process. Derek is the host/mechanic of Vice Grip Garage, VGG. He has been entertaining and educating his audience for 4 or 5 years, providing thorough knowledge and intrigue provided by the automobile through his conversation and discussion regarding the repair of automobiles or tractors. He has discovered and purchased rusting and stagnating in fields or garages, abandoned, looking for a new home. Most vehicles have not been operational from 18 to 50 years. As he tastes the oil, tasting for clues possibly hiding in plain sight, linking him to the repair. He wears a baseball cap and plaid shirt, ready with his traveling box of tools, to engage and discover whether this old girl has spark, compression, and fuel. Derek analyzed the distributor, sparkulators, carburetor, water pump, oil pump, and various other components before enunciating his verdict, as the engine communicates its previous past troubles or new ones from sitting for these past years by the sounds it makes trying to start. He listens and examines the language of the engine as it tries explaining its issues and problems. He is a good listener of what the engine is trying to acknowledge to him by what it does or does not do. As he sprays juice in the carburetor trying to start the engine, finally turning over after many tries. This assessment provides a foundation of possible problems leading him to one or more issues, as the engine runs but making a disturbing noise. This information offers a thorough analysis before he continues his examination of the transmission, tires, and brakes. Derek is very astute in his assessment of this old rusty and leaky vehicle, making ample examination before he attempts to remedy all repairs before attempting this 300 to 800 mile trek back to his home in Tennessee. He recognizes this will be an arduous trek back home, as he always buys new tires trying to alleviate any known problems of this mockery of potential disasters of being stranded on the side of the road. Yet, regardless of his good intentions in eliminating most of the imminent repairs, there will be something he has overlooked, placing him in a parking lot with the hood raised. However, attempting a thorough examination after 30 years of inactivity, problems will arise from anywhere in the drivetrain. Most of the time he makes the trip back home after the headlights stops working or overheating, low compression, or all the above, yet he uses all his skills and abilities on the engine, using tricks of the trade in keeping this crumbling, racket assembly of pistons, plugs, crankshaft, alternator and starter moving in one fluid stroke, propelled by gas, and making it down the road. Derek is entertaining and educational and always retains the attitude of never giving up, mostly. He rarely continues a trip. If there's a safety issue, well, most of the time, after making many stops along the way. But he does it confidently, never taking a hissy or losing faith in his expedition. Well, he tries, remains confident and resilient in completing his journey. He always maintains his focus using humor and keeping his audience entertained and relevant on all his action of maintaining focus, awareness and emphasis on the task at hand, moving to a satisfactory resolution. Derek is resilient and continuous with all the needed attributes in keeping his show relevant and entertaining from beginning to end, but also engaging his audience in an adventure and learning, acknowledging the love and relationship we have with these automobiles, doing all things necessary to repair and replace, keeping operational those things in this life, and making us happy in owning and operating an old dilapidated automobile. This is all done, as this is Derek's passion and love. He is happy and content in sharing his dream with all of us. In the other end of this comparative analysis are the women of Vietnam, displaying different variations on the presentation of these videos. The women of Vietnam are providing a rendition of all kinds of repairs to all mechanical equipment in their inventory of almost anything mechanical or electrical needing a repair. With both videos displaying the impact of the financial impact used in progressing the success of these videos, it truly displays the differences in the economic, cultural, and systemic depravities of the Vietnam economy in comparison to the US. Nevertheless, these women characterize the observance of the economic viabilities needed in recognizing the talents required for embracing the entire strategic positioning needed in demonstrating the skills and capabilities of repairing anything in their communities needing fixing. They use a limited supply of tools, as Derek does during his road repairs, not having access to the vast amount of equipment in his garage back in Tennessee. Yet, the women of Vietnam always have the right tools for the job at the right time. They may find an abandoned vehicle in the woods nearby or alongside of the road. Some seem to have been abandoned recently and are mostly old motorcycles or an old abandoned car or truck. However, these women use a different technique to entice their audience in viewing the repair, basically, providing crotch entertainment. The craftsmanship used by these women are skilled, but sex, by its potential or allurement, in the mind of the viewer, always sells.